Although it looks like a huge dumpster fire in the trunk right now, we are getting really far. I have almost all of the hoses ready to go. I've got my return line. I've got my feed line, which goes into my new ZL1 pump. So I was running this older Bosch CTSV pump, which from my dives on forums and Reddit, the ZL1 pump is almost double in flow better, and that's under load and resistance, not just like the pump by itself, which there is a huge difference. These Bosch pumps are actually really good at under load and resistance, like through an actual system versus just a free flow. But so are these. Got this off of AutoZone with the bracket too, which was perfect. I kind of just, not like jimmy rigged, but I used the original bracket. I bent a 90 on this backside here, put a spacer, and so that way it sits, instead of it kind of sitting like that flush with this curve, the output here actually sits kind of towards my feed. Got the ice tank not mounted, just kind of rough where I would want it. Up here, we have all of our hoses run and plumbed. I have the new gasket for the Supercharger. I'm currently just using the older one that I took off of my ZL1 lid. So I will take these off, lift this up, put the new gasket under it, throw it back on, connect those, and other than that, there's really not much more. Well, I lied. I was not done for the day. I've made some temple lattes. This one was a little bit over, as you could see here. A little bit too wide, but this one is, I think, our final product. So we have a nice little cardboard template here, which fits perfectly, as you can see. I got a little lined up, boop, see? And over here, I got a little boop, see? So, now that I have my template made, I will take these off, boop, boop. I will put these back on, the little carpet, slide it in here, put this template on top, and in theory, oh, Winnie? Oh, I can't zoom. Oh. In theory, this should be perfect to my standards, which are the highest standards of all, of course. Just not wiring. Anyway, let's give it a shot. So we learned a lesson today. I might have caught myself a little on fire. Don't know if you can see all that. So moral of the story, just be prepared for just about anything that can happen. I was not. It is super late. Got kind of a little dazed and confused and just kind of was working on the project. As you can see, those two things don't really mix. I was using the brake cleaner to wipe off the, use like a Sharpie, like a semi-permanent marker to mark out all these lines here. As you can see, this side is nice and clean, right? There's no lines. It was going well, right? This side was being a little more stubborn, so I was just, spraying a little bit more on it, right? Thought it was dry enough. I was using a hot knife to cut these lines, right? It's just carpet. So heat up the knife, cut it. Well, I heated up the knife. All was well, right? I had all of my supplies kind of off to the side, obviously flammable stuff. As soon as I touched this edge here, poof, this whole thing lit up on fire. I was like, ooh, all right. So I grabbed that rag that's in that bucket, right? Slapped it. I was like, okay. As soon as it touched the fire, the whole rag exploded. Lit up my whole arm. caught me on fire here. Obviously I kind of threw it away from myself, but it had dropped some fluids down my leg. The hot knife obviously cut me a little bit and then burnt my skin. Threw the thing down, obviously kind of threw it away. Well, it poof, caught this on fire, caught this on fire. I'm assuming the seat's actually not bad. The seat's good. This seat was also over there, so somewhere it's burnt, but now this whole rag's on fire. This is all on fire, so I didn't want to use the fire extinguisher for such a small fire before it turned into a huge fire. So I took my hat, dunked it in a bunch of water, push, almost took it all away, ran back over, grabbed another one, push, ran it all away. Rag caught on fire again, picked it up, dropped it in the bucket. So now my super easy project is on fire and burnt and crispy. So now I gotta find a carpet replacement. Yay, whippy! I think we're gonna call it there. Maybe. We'll see. Even though we took a little bit of a loss, a step back, or 2 steps back, you may think, we're at least forward. The actual understructure of this mat was not damaged, minus the damage that I caused on purpose, not on accident, with fire and melting. The actual structure is right on par. It's nice, it's clean. Obviously this is not. This is replaceable, the little felt. I'm gonna try to look around and find the felt match, which is nice because when I originally did these fuel lines, I kind of goofed and made a huge hole here, so it's perfect. So, looks really nice though. I kind of like the way that turns out. Kind of, I mean, nice little roundabout little hole right there. I've got slits cut right here, so that way when I need to take the trunk mat out, all I do is shwink, shwink, pulls right out, and I can look underneath. Covers up all the ugliness, exposes some more of the ugliness. Anyway, it is 1 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. I have work in just a few hours. We're gonna call it there. Appreciate you guys sticking around, watching me almost kill myself and light my new home on fire. Good night.